Hello, hello! Perfidious Pete here, running on empty as I cruise down the road in another round of XCOM, The Long War. And though we're cruising, the tank truly is running dry, folks. In fact, if this were a movie right now, Forrest Gump would be jogging through the desert while the soundtrack played the soulful sounds of a little Jackson Browne. Unfortunately, this ain't a movie, and unlike Forrest, I can't just decide that I'm pretty tired and go back to my house in Greenbow, because the aliens are right in the middle of an absolutely unrelenting assault, and completing missions is burning through troopers faster than Jedi through an 8-ball and a quart of bourbon. And it's gotten to the point where the last abduction mission had to be completed with only 6 troopers, and 3 of those troopers were fighting fatigued, which did put them in the infirmary post-mission. Now, one of those 3 troopers, of course, was Norman Failure Borlaug, so sending him to the hospital was more pleasure than problem, really, but it does still bring a very murky problem into specific relief, because fighting short-handed and still being forced to wound troopers to complete an abduction mission means that XCOM's fatigue spiral is widening like a falcon's gyre in a W.B. Yeats poem. And if you got that last reference, good for you, but it still doesn't change the fact that it was basically a supremely pretentious way of saying Project Lazarus is hip-deep in shit. So, I don't know, let's head up to Mission Control, we can get the scanning and see if maybe the aliens will fucking throw us a bone and we can catch a little break to get some troopers back on duty? Maybe?
Aircraft transfer complete.
And so Simtex Cato is back in Europe, but he's still down for like another 20 days for repairs. Our laser strike rifle is finally complete. Thank fucking Christ, Dr. Shen, it's about goddamn time. I'm pretty sure the Egyptians completed another pyramid in a time it took you to complete that construction. Now, granted, of course, a laser gun is a little more complicated than stacking rocks in a pile, but it was a big goddamn pile, Dr. Shen. A big pile. Anyway, back to scanning. If we can have a scout, we will enjoy having that on duty. Improved avionics is fantastic. That gives us more damage from our interceptors. So much as it just makes them hit more often. Improved accuracy, of course, means more damage, so that's good. And are we going to catch a little bit of a break here? Just a little bit of a break. China wants 20 alien alloys for 200 credits. We kind of need alloys, but we also need these credits because we have got to build an alien containment facility. We have to build it. So yeah, I gotta do this. We're gonna need those credits. So we got Nikola Tesla, we got Mary Bellance. We got a few troopers coming back on duty for us. Marie Antoinette, I think we have, what, 5 guys? We have like 5?
Commander, we're tracking several reported abductions via the hologlobe.
Activity.
I've got the coordinates locked in.
How many people do we have? I think we don't even have a team of... We have 4 fucking guys. Is anybody coming back in like 20 minutes? Anybody? Like somebody just nipped off to the bog to pinch a loaf real quick and they'll be back. Napoleon's back in 8 hours, but we wouldn't send Napoleon even if we could. One day. Okay, so Helen Deadeye Keller is back in less than an hour. Which, I mean, is there somebody else who's like right on the cusp? 2 days, 7 hours. Oppenheimer? Theoretically, there's a non-zero chance he could be back in time. That would give us 6. I would 6-man a light abduction mission. Nobody else is coming back. Okay, so assuming Oppenheimer makes it back and Helen Keller, it's not a good team, but it's definitely not the worst team we've ever... Alright, we may try this. We gotta scan, though, because we gotta get Helen Keller back. And we kind of need J. Robert Oppenheimer back, if we can get him.
Contact detected.
Oh, fuck me. So we have a large UFO, and this is untenable. We need at least a day. There's no way we can do whatever this mission is. I mean, even if we shoot this down, which I'm pretty sure we can't. Yeah, we have exactly 1 fucking pilot with a laser cannon. We cannot shoot down a large UFO. It is Nape of the Earth, though. Okay, so a Nape of the Earth large UFO means that is either... Actually, I don't know why I left Mission Control, but this mission is either an abduction mission, which we would largely be helpless to stop.
Contact detected.
You've got to be kidding me. What the fuck is going on? Are they going to hit our base when we have literally no one? A very large Nape of the Earth. This is a terror mission. Or a base assault, one of the two. We have everybody in our team is fucking tired. Every single person is tired. I don't know. I don't understand how this could possibly be beatable. We have 3, I guess we'll do the abduction mission, I suppose? Or should we just... where's that abduction mission at? It's in China. Panic in China is supremely low. I don't understand how this mission density is supposed to... how we're supposed to be able to keep pace with this. There is no way the aliens have enough fucking resources to launch another... There's no way they could possibly launch another... infiltration mission. No way. There's no way that could happen. There's no way they've got enough resources again this fast. So the large UFO, I don't know what that could be. The supremely large UFO, I have no idea. It's either a terror mission, which we're gonna... if it's a terror mission, we have nothing to stop it. Nothing. Terror missions do hang out for a while, I think, though, before they expire. So maybe we could get some time... We kind of gotta skip this abduction. I don't like doing it, but skipping the abduction is gonna give us so much fucking panic, though. Alright, let's see if J. Robert Oppenheimer can come back. We can't stop either of these missions anyway, so it barely matters. I can't believe we have 3 Titanic UFOs active at the same time. Honestly, I think we'd be best off to just do the abduction mission with 6 guys. And then whatever these 2 large UFOs, we can't shoot them down, so we're helpless to stop them. If it's a terror mission, we just have to hope that the clock is... it's going to be on the ground long enough that we can run out the clock and get a team back in. Yeah, okay. Okay, so it is a terror mission. We can't let that go or we lose the... We actually have to do this terror mission and do well. We have no idea then what this large UFO is doing. There's 1 day. Alright, we need to do... hold on. We gotta do some thinking. We have to do some very, very serious thinking. Assuming we send 5, potentially 6 guys on this mission, what does that leave us? So we'd have Van Dorn for sure. Musashi is a maybe. The Iron Lady is a definitive yes. Thurgood the Bench Marshal is a definitive yes. Samuel Mustache Clemens, definitive yes. Mary Prometheus Shelley, definitive yes. Jesus Christ, definitive yes. Edison, also a definitive yes. Lister is a maybe. Yeah, Mitch and Bully are both... actually, Abraham Hardcore Lincoln. Oppenheimer, theoretically. Ava Don't Cry Perone is a definitive yes. Okay, we can actually do this. We could still do this abduction mission, and theoretically, if we run this right out to the limit on the terror mission, still have a, if not a fantastic team, at least a team capable of doing the job. We got a lot of people coming back, like, in the next few fucking hours. So here's what we do. We run this one clear out to the end of the board and try and get J. Robert Oppenheimer back in on this. We 6-man an abduction mission, and then we're just gonna have to make do. As far as this large UFO, I have no idea what that could be. If it's not a terror mission, I have no fucking clue what this mission is. None whatsoever at all. Alright, so I don't really want to scan for activity. Let's wait and see if this gets to 0 or if J. Robert Oppenheimer comes back. So I'm just basically killing time here while I wait for this clock to tick up. When this hits 0, we gotta go, J. Robert or no. Our new soldiers are still a fucking week away. We have ordered soldiers 3 times. Why does it take so long for soldiers to arrive now? Is there some motivation behind that? I mean, they're already ridiculously, prohibitively fucking expensive. Is there a reason it also has to take 10,000 years too? I'm not having fun with Build 15. I gotta say, I think it's a step in the wrong direction. I really feel they've taken too much away from the tactical game. Alright, so we have to do this. But J. Robert Oppenheimer is back on duty. So this is what we're doing. We're gonna 6-man another abduction mission. It was light resistance, so we've got that going for us at least. And then we're gonna have to wait and run the terror mission clear out to the very end. Again, also, we've got this stuff coming out to the fucking fingernails. We're running to the ragged ends of the earth. This is so fucking stupid. Then again, I mean, what choice do we have? It's not like we've made tragic and costly mistakes that have killed a bunch of our troopers or anything. We've lost fucking 2 guys. Alright, I'm supremely salty. Supremely salty. We only have 6 people that are on this mission. So a Gatling laser, a scope, and a laser sight. We're going to have to go with the emplacement build. On the plus side, we will have Helen Deadeye Keller supporting little Marie the Baker Antoinette. So let's grab the Deadeye. We do need to make items available. If we didn't, she's going to stay in her patented sniper armor, little laser sniper rifle. Scope and a laser sight completes her kit. Alright, what else have we got? We got to take the Madman. I mean, Nikola Tesla, inventor of sonar, the man who actually built a fucking death ray. And no, that's not a joke. Nikola Tesla actually built what he called a death ray. Weidencliff Tower experiment. Feel free to fucking Google that shit. It'll come up. Eleanor the Wolverine Roosevelt, we gotta go. An assault trooper is definitely a solid for us, especially one as talented as Eleanor Roosevelt. She does have hit and run. I would love to keep this battle scanner. I really would, but I would feel that I were cheating. Although, given the problems I have with Build 15E, I'm beginning to become more open to cheating, really. Eleanor the Wolverine Roosevelt is sorted and ready to go. We're going to give her a motion tracker. We're probably going to need a medic. If we're six-manning this, I have to suspect that somebody at some point is going to get, unfortunately, shot. I'm going to get rid of this ceramic plating, actually, and go for the motion tracker on Mary Mallon as well. We have no battle scanners amongst our entire crew, not a single one, so we're going to need as much sort of strategic information as we can get, and it's damn sure not going to come from fucking J. Robert Oppenheimer. Piece of garbage. So for J. Robert, it's just a scope and an extra rocket. On the plus side, the one thing we have going for us is that alien activity on this mission is light. That's like the one thing we have going for us. So theoretically, we could be looking at as few as, say, 9 aliens. I want to know what that large UFO is up to. I gotta know. It disappeared after doing nothing. Napoleon and Edison are both back on duty, so we have at least 2 men for our terror mission. We are in such a complete
We're heading into China for the
fuck.
next operation. Alien activity continues to surge within several major
We are so
cities.
boned.
Our response is crucial to minimizing the spread of panic.
Operation Banished Future may be the mission that banishes our future, because we have 0 chance of doing this without somebody getting wounded. Please don't make me start in the terrible spot. Please don't make me start in the Yep, I'm starting in the terrible spot. Alright, fantastic. So this is possibly one of the worst draws we could have come across.
This is Big Sky. Strike team has reached the
All right, then.
authorization to deploy.
Oh wait, this is not the terrible spot. It's just a bad spot. So we have to figure out where the enemy is. It's unlikely there would be any there, but I am not moving until... Our first move has got to be by someone with a motion tracker. Alright, so that someone is probably Mary Mallon. Let's trigger her motion tracker. Alright, so there are actually aliens right up here. Like, there's a pod sitting effectively right in this area. So if we move forward, we're gonna crack them. Which means we kind of have to try and not move forward. So we're gonna have Helen Keller fall back to here. We don't want to crack any enemies this turn. We really don't want to do that. We need a turn to try and set up. This may spawn them. Okay, excellent. It did not spawn them. Fantastic. Hunker down. Nobody goes forward of where that unit is located. Eleanor,
Heading to that location.
put you right there.
Sharp, enemies rolling up.
Okay. Alright, XCOM. No, if that's the way you want it, that's fine. Honestly, it's just 3 drones. Mary Mallon actually has a shot at them. A pretty respectable shot. Theoretically, J. Robert Oppenheimer may have a chance to do something useful. I mean, this could be J. Robert's moment right here. It's 3 flying units all in a wad.
I'm on the move.
All he has to do is do like a minimal scatter on this rocket. Which means, of course, it's going to hit nothing. I don't even care. If you can't kill 3 drones, J. Robert Oppenheimer,
Your position. Rocket off course.
I hate you so much. I hate you so very much, J. Robert Oppenheimer. Oh, how I despise you, sir. With every fucking fiber of my being. You want to see something funny? Right here, folks, case in point. J. Robert Oppenheimer, Nikola Tesla started right next to each other. Oppenheimer moved forward to fire his rocket. Tesla moved forward to throw a grenade. Guess which one of these 2 kills an entire pod? Do you have to fucking guess? Do you have to fucking guess? Because it wasn't goddamn J. Robert Oppenheimer, who's a worthless hunk of trash.
Nice deal, Commander.
Right there. That is the perfect summation of my opinion on why Rocketeers are completely and totally fucking worthless. There is a cyber disk on this map. That is fucking terrifying. So we've got a cyber disk and sectoid, so odds are there are still 2 pods somewhere. We do have a unit with heat ammo. Marie Antoinette does have heat ammo and could theoretically deal with the cyberdisk. We did not get an audio clue on where the cyberdisk might be specifically, and I am uninclined to try and explore and locate it. So let's have you steady your weapon. I think we just take a turn. Let's just take a moment,
Roger that.
collect
Scanning.
ourselves, and try and get ready. Mary Mallon's gonna have to do something next turn. I think we're just gonna Overwatch. I wonder if J. Robert Oppenheimer could hit a cyberdisk with a shredder
What was that
rocket.
sound?
I mean, I'm pretty sure he can't hit a cyberdisk with a shredder rocket. But it's not necessarily a terrible idea to try.
Eyes on target.
So here come our sectoids. Marie Antoinette with some Overwatch. A hit with the Overwatch, and she destroyed a fountain. This sectoid enjoying some delayed death reaction syndrome, I think. Or is he dead? Are you dead? I can't tell if you're dead. All right, we killed something that wasn't that guy. Alright, so we have a 93% chance on that guy. That's almost a guaranteed slam dunk kill. We could follow it up with a 100%, which is a slam dunk. The problem being, we would then be forced to leave Marie Antoinette. You know what? No. I would rather not leave her flank. It's just a bad idea. It's an idea with no advantage. So we're going to have the dead eye put one dead through that guy's eye, and we'll call that a day. I'm going to use more motion tracker. I got to say, one thing I will give Build 15, the motion tracker is kind of growing on me a little. At first, I really didn't think I liked them very much, but they are... I think maybe I'm coming around. Very slightly. Like, a very minor amount I'm coming around. Like, as small of amount as one could measure. Like a Planck constant worth of coming around. So we have another pod up here. That's going to be the cyberdisk. Alright. Well, we need to get prepared to engage the cyberdisk then, which means we got a stage for a turn. So we're going to Overwatch with Roosevelt. Somebody has to kill this sectoid. It might have to be our medic, as much as I don't necessarily like that plan. Tesla, we're going to bring you over here. And in the fucking hope of J. Robert Oppenheimer ever doing anything useful, although he has actually been moderately useful in the past, we're going to move him there, steady our weapon, and just pray that the cyberdisk comes into us. So it's Overwatch then for Typhoid Mary. Let's see if she can be as deadly as the disease that gave her her name. 53% sounds pretty unlikely. Mary Mallon has shot high and wide. It's not insurmountable. She's in bad cover, but there's... the alien doesn't have a fantastic angle. Alright, so we got a lucky miss there. Mary Mallon can definitely kill the sectoid. We've got that much going for us. The sectoid we can eliminate at will. Actually, Marie Antoinette... I would really rather have her on Overwatch if at all possible. This may seem foolish, but I don't want to risk stumbling into another pod with the motion tracker, so I'm going to take a motion tracker move here. And it looks like I was worried that our cyberdisk may have teleported across the map. So little Typhoid Mary finishes off the sectoid. Bully, we got that going for us. Alright. Eleanor Roosevelt, I need you also to trigger your motion tracker. Okay, so the cyberdisk has not moved. Is there anywhere we can... Okay, this is full cover.
Heading to that location.
We've got to do this.
X-ray
Okay,
spotted.
that's what we were expecting. So we've got a meld canister, some drones, and a cyberdisk. Now, we can't afford to fall back here because Eleanor Roosevelt does not have lightning reflexes. So that's admittedly a... Oh, fuck you, J. Robert Oppenheimer. You goddamn piece of fucking human garbage. I hate J. Robert Oppenheimer so much. Give me the shredder rocket, you piece of trash. We could be in some very serious trouble here. I can't believe J. Robert Oppenheimer actually killed something with a rocket. I am honestly flabbergasted by that. Helen Keller, how do you not have a shot? Alright, so Helen Keller's gonna move, and she's gonna steady her weapon. If we can... Oh, if we can buy Helen Keller one turn, we've got a chance, actually. We may have a very slight non-zero chance. You gotta hunker down. What I'm worried about, actually what I'm terrified about, is that these guys are going to throw a grenade at Eleanor Roosevelt because they have terrible hit percentages. They chuck a grenade at Eleanor Roosevelt, destroy her cover, and then she gets killed by the combination of grenade and drone. I'm very tempted to actually have her fall back. Running the Overwatch, though, could just straight out kill her. So I think we take a compromise play. We hunker down.
You read my mind.
And we bring Tesla up, we put Tesla on Overwatch. He might be able to pick off the drone as it comes forward if it wants to take a shot. Alright, so the drone went and repaired the cyberdisk. What's the cyberdisk gonna do? Okay, it's coming forward. This is not bad for us necessarily. So we got some damage out of Nikola Tesla. That's a good start, Tesla. A good start, sir. Disk is still moving. It's gonna grenade. Yep, it's grenading. Okay. This is expected. On the plus side, the drone is already gone. Hunkering down will help us against the grenade damage. We took 1 health. That honestly could have gone far, far, far worse than it actually did. Alright, so you have heat warheads, correct, Oppenheimer? I'm pretty sure you have heat warheads. Can you hit the drone? Sort of. Alright, we'll come back to you in a moment. Marie Antoinette has 1 shot with heat ammo. It is not a good shot. We really... we're gonna hold off on that. We're gonna go... Do we take the disabling shot? I think we have to take the disabling shot here. Safety first. Safety first. It's an XCOM motto.
Disabling target. That is
Well,
not good.
safety can straight up go fuck itself, I guess, because we're completely screwed. Is any of this still cover? No. It's terrible cover, not cover we want to be in, and anywhere near an enemy that can shoot at us.
Okay.
Alright, well, it's time to start taking some chances.
I yield, Commander.
Oh, we are so fucked. Alright, so that thing is not on Overwatch. The problem is... Alright, we gotta take this shot with Marie Antoinette and see what happens. She also has missed.
T'as m'aviser.
Every single person on the team has missed their shot. So we should just get the hell out of Dodge then.
Double time.
Alright, we got a fallback. Tesla. I mean, Tesla could suppress it. You know what? That's actually not a bad idea. I am gonna have Tesla suppress it. For one thing, it should reduce that thing's ability to throw and/or its range with grenades. If we can reduce its grenade range, that's actually a positive benefit for us. Of course, Oppenheimer missed because, fuck, I think our entire team missed. We had 1 guy who didn't shoot. Everyone else missed. Talk about your shit luck. Alright, what are you gonna shoot at Nikola Tesla? That actually worked pretty well for us. Okay, this may be salvageable. I'm relying on J. Robert Oppenheimer to not be a monumental piece of absolute garbage. It's not gonna help because he's a monumental piece of absolute garbage, but I'm still relying on it. You know what? That was good enough. J. Robert has killed 2 drones, which may make him the most effective Rocketeer to ever be a member of the XCOM project. We don't have to worry about disabling weapon again, because that... Okay, never mind. We should have just trusted Helen Keller to do her damn job. Straight up murder. Helen Deadeye Keller, making motherfuckers not be alive anymore. And there you go, folks. A 6-man abduction mission. It wasn't pretty. It was not pretty at all, but we did get the job done. Operation Banished Future has not yet banished our future. The question is, will the swarming fucking mission waiting back at home for us finish us off? Because we do have a terror mission, and if we don't do that one, we straight up lose South Africa. So we have no choice. We have to do that mission. It is not an option. We can run it out the full 24 hours before we go do the insertion, which I have to admit seems at least mildly discourteous to the noble people of South Africa, because they're the one who have to suffer under alien boots for 5 days. Little Mary Mallon's ability keeping Eleanor Wolverine Roosevelt out of the hospital, which is fantastic, because let's face it, Eleanor Wolverine Roosevelt has spent a lot of time in the infirmary. Nikola Tesla picking up a much-needed promotion. It's probably going to be mayhem. Yeah, absolutely going to be mayhem for Nikola Tesla. Helen Deadeye Keller, a very much deserved promotion. Executioner is real good. Vital point targeting is not yet good, but theoretically good at a later date. Platform stability is straight up trash. It's either Executioner or a vital point targeting. Honestly, Executioner against our higher health enemies is theoretically slightly better. Against lower health enemies, vital point targeting is better. But we have an autopsied shit. Vital point targeting is sort of a late game kind of deep build mechanic. We could do one of each. You know what? That's actually not a bad idea. We gotta diversify a little bit. Let's do that. We're gonna diversify very slightly. We're gonna go with vital point targeting on Helen Keller, mostly just because I like the appeal of Helen Keller. I mean, she can hear your organs operating inside your abdominal case. That's why she's so deadly. She can hear the beating of the aliens' hearts, and once she knows where that's located in her body, she can then immediately hit it. I love the appeal of that. You can hear the aliens' liver, or liver equivalent, processing toxins. As soon as you know where that's located then in their body, you can shoot them square in the fucking liver. So 3 sectoid corpses, cyberdisc wreck, 4 Illyrium, 4 alloys, weapon fragment, 8 meld, which I have to assume we picked up probably from a canister. Alright then. So we got 80 credits, Panic in China is decreased. We have 472 credits, so as soon as our excavation finishes, we will be able to build our nice little alien, not alien containment, but our psionics lab rather. Alien containment is finished. We have 19 hours. Alright, it's important. We gotta know what kind of team we can assemble in 19 hours, because right now we have literally 2 troopers. We have Napoleon and Thomas Edison. So Thomas Edison we can definitely detail to the mission. General Van Dorn, so we got Scout and Sniper, confirmed. Gunner, Margaret Iron Lady Thatcher, confirmed. Alright, so that's 3. Thurgood the Bench Marshal, confirmed, that's 4. Samuel Mustache Clemens, confirmed, that's 5. And that's actually not a bad team. That's a pretty good baseline. Mary Prometheus Shelley probably won't want 2 snipers. 7 hours, Jesus H. Christ, that's 6, coming back with a confirmed medic. The Cleaner is out. Teddy Bully Roosevelt confirmed. That's a 2nd assault. That's a solid pickup. Mitch Pancakes Hedberg also confirmed if we need him. Abraham Lincoln, 2 hours. That's good. 11 hours. Ava Don't Cry Perone would also be available. So we have a pretty good selection of troopers available. Oh, Tomoe Goza. Excellent. An engineer, 7 hours. We can make this work. We can work with this team. It's not going to be the greatest team we've ever fielded, but it's going to be a workable team. So they gave us a problem. We're working the problem as best we can. I mean, our little brows are furrowed like we're in a 7th grade math class with a exceptionally difficult word problem. And we're struggling with it a little bit, but we're talking our way through it, and I think we're going to be okay. I mean, we're not going to ace this test by any stretch of the imagination, because time's running out on the clock, but we could definitely squeak by with a C on this one. And in the hopes of squeaking by with the C, I'm going to go ahead and wrap things up. If you enjoyed the episode, feel free to drop a like down in the comments section. Of course, your support really does mean a lot to us. And if you'd like to see more XCOM on a daily basis where we continue to squeak by with a C, I mean, we're not going to an Ivy League college, but we might get into a state school for sure at this rate. Consider subscribing as well. Right now, however, thanks very much for watching, and we'll see you again soon.